You're on candid camera. Look, we're about to do our 30K. I'm gonna do our very first 30. Look what she has.
See? It's true waffle.
She's taking way too much stuff on a supported race. Look, the sun's coming up. I put in like 2 things.
You put those and those.
Those weigh like 2 ounces, maybe 3.
Oh my god.
Look at the package on those cookies. It probably says 2 ounces of cookies. Okay. Where do we start? Where it says start and finish? Gotcha. How you doing?
Hi.
Mile 1 done. Everybody's walking, except us, because we're. Here's a picture of the lake and the sunrise, which is very blinding. Yes. So I even did the VR thing, and I knew we'd be running right into the sun at this point in time. So. Yeah. We even have a checklist that tells us to bring sunglasses, which we brought. We just didn't bring on the run. Back at the car, way over there. And I don't go back for anything. Not even running spouses. If she hadn't made it, wouldn't have gone back. She just had to wait over there or catch up. But she's fast enough, she could catch up. Okay. This is all uphill. In theory, we should be walking, because that's how we roll. Okay, where are we? How far are we?
2.6.
2.6 miles. We're coming up on the first aid station. I don't think we need any aid. I could be wrong. I do want to tie my shoes.
Yeah.
Aid station people. Oh, they have Twizzlers. I do want a Twizzler.
You're trail running.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Partake.
Thanks guys for coming out. Oh. 5-second rule.
There you go.
Probably a lot on the way back. Right now I'm good. I told you. I said it like 3 times.
My favorite. Morning.
Morning. Wow, he is fast.
Thanks, guys.
We're crossing the land bridge. At which point, it's my understanding, there's a hanging bridge, which it might be where they hang people, or it might just hang. It's tough to say. Very bright over there. That's the bright over there. And the hanging bridge. Selfie time. Whoa! So this is what happens to hanging bridges when very large people step on them. Okay. Selfie. It's blowed out. What?
My phone's back.
Yeah, it does. You need a new phone.
Oh,
Whoa! I feel like Indiana Jones, or Short Round. Whoever it was that walked across the bridge.
it was Indiana. Indy! Indy!
Okay. This bike. I'll just ride the bike and then we'll take turns. Okay. See you in a bit. Okay, so we just about went the wrong way because somebody's not paying attention to the sign. Navigator, that's Navigator. I'm the camera guy, she's Navigator. Run right past the sign.
I will push you down.
So now, I had to backtrack. I had no option. We lost a lot of time. We lost like 2 hours. Our time's gonna be way off now. Because of her. Not because of me, because of her. No, I'm not complaining. I'm just pointing out the lack of navigation skills by the person in the front. See, she went in front, and that's when we got lost. When I was in front, we were right on track. She's in front, we get lost. It's like a woman driver. It's just like horrible. See, again, she threatens to kill me. She's gonna kill me with my own GoPro. How's she gonna explain that to the cops? Oh, he fell and hit himself repeatedly in the head with his own GoPro.
You tumble downhill and every time you land on the GoPro.
That's not how this works. It's exactly how this doesn't work. We'll see you again at mile 4?
Yep.
Mile 4.
Timer.
We're mile 4-ish. Whoa.
This is drunk already.
Going uphill, getting caught probably by the 20K who are behind us, I'm sure. Probably more awesome runners in the 20K than as awesome as we are. But those guys are probably more awesome. Which, just to be honest, it doesn't take much. She broke her toe.
Yep, already broken. Losing a toenail at least.
So that's going to slow us down. And that's our excuse when it takes us 6 hours to run 30K.
Or an hour to run 4 miles.
Or an hour to run 4 miles. But this trail is turning out to be a lot more technical than was depicted.
A lot of hiking.
Yes, a lot of stuff like that. A lot of rocks. Makes it dangerous to walk, much less run. And that's what we'll have to do. Is just do what we can do and finish when we finish. So, see you again at mile 5?
Yep.
Mile 5. We're mile what, 6?
Yep.
Okay, mile 6. This is what we're running on, folks. This stuff. It's not fast, at least for us. We've already been passed by 4 20Kers who started half an hour after us. They've gained, in 6 miles, they've gained half an hour on us, basically. Because, you know, we're slow. And again, this is our first 30K. Longest distance we've run till now is 17 and a half. And for one of us, I won't say who, right there, it wasn't a good 17 and a half. She was not feeling it at the end. I was feeling okay. Or at least I thought it was. But since we were stopping, maybe it was all in my head. Because that's what happens.
3 or 4 more miles after 7.
Yeah, that's what I said. But again, could have been my head. So,
You seem pretty perky.
I am pretty perky all the time. That's what everybody comments about me. I say, damn, that guy, super optimistic all the time. His bucket is half full and filling up fast. But actually, everybody says quite the opposite. They say, don't be such a pessimist. So, right now, I fully expect to die on this run. If I don't, pleasant surprise. If I do, well then, it's not a shock. So, that's how I'm going through it right now. Okay, mile 6, monologue, well, duologue, biologue, duologue, documentary, whatever. There's 2 of us, so it's not a monologue. Biography.
No.
Because, you know, bi stands for 2. That's why a bicycle is called bi. It has 2 wheels. Unless it's a kid's bike with training wheels, then it's called a quad. Because everybody knows that. Okay, see you again, mile 7. Mile 6. We've had our first fall. Because, well...
Who's we?
Okay. She did not have a fall. I had a fall. Because, well, I was in front and I was looking for the trail markers. And she pushed me. So... that's what happens when you get distracted on a trail run. You think everything's safe? For the next 10 feet, I'm good. And then wham! Just the ground reaches out, grabs hold of you, and pulls you down. Because that's how the ground acts. The ground's pretty much a giant douche. And gravity's not fun either. So anyway, the ground was soft, and I happened to hit the 2 square feet of ground. They did not have rocks sticking up out of it, so no serious damage done. So anyway, here we are. There's our lake. There's a cliff, mini cliff. Trail from hell. Sign back there said, "Welcome to hell." The guy at the aid station said, "Sucks to be you," pretty much.
He was right.
He was right. He got far more technical after that second aid stop. Next aid stop, nothing but water. So we'll swing back by in about 8 miles and say hi to him again and tell him he was right. And hopefully he saved us some Twizzlers. So that's pretty much mile 6. We'll see you again at mile 7. We're back pretty much after we just stopped because, well, now we're on this. So this will be fun. We'll try not to die. If you don't hear from us at mile 7, it's because we're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good picture of the lake.
Hey, yeah.
If you like a lake. There's a bird.
And she's got walking stick. She was smart.
Yeah.
Because this is...
Okay. Anyway, we'll see you again at mile 7. Hopefully, unless we die. Mile 7 of what we're calling a trail. While there are markers which indicate that somebody came out here before us, there's not what you would call a trail. And apparently Bigfoot's been through here, and he was a little pissed because he's knocking trees down right and left. So mile 7, we are roughly 1/3 of the way done. 2 hours in because, well, this looks soft, but it's just a bunch of pointy rocks sticking up, and they're all under the leaves. And it's all angular. It's all pointy, and it sticks in the side of your shoe. It tries to trip you, and yet a little old lady just passed us, and we haven't caught up with her.
Nope.
But
She passed us like an hour ago.
she's using walking poles, but she's probably not more than 70, so I don't feel too bad. You know, given how old I am. So, yeah, and I'm a man. So, I think that's a bad thing because women typically run slower than men, except lately. They've been kicking men in a lot of races. So, oh look, somebody left us a hammer, so Anastasia can probably kill me with that. Ready? So, we've got that to ward off Bigfoot. So, anyway, mile 7, come and gone. See you again at mile 8. Probably 2 hours, 3 hours, however long it takes us to do the next mile. It's not going to be fast because it's just not runnable. Nope. Without falling and dying. And I don't care to fall and die right now.
We got a marathon to run.
We got a marathon to run in 4 weeks.
Again.
Yeah. We thought this would be a good training for a marathon. This is 19.5 miles, give or take. And there's thorn vines everywhere across what they call a trail. And so our shins and legs and thighs getting ripped up. So that's fun.
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Brambles. I mean, there's nothing here. This is not a trail. Anyway, see you at mile 8. In an hour. Okay, we're back before mile 8, but it's just because the terrain is pretty cool. So we wanted to get some footage of it. Yeah. Big rocks. And for the last 3 miles, we have not run on anything that's flat. It is all at a freaking angle. And it's the same angle. So I would just to be able to run on flat ground. It's that simple. I would if I could just run on flat ground again.
I would probably roll myself down this hill so you can run on flat.
So, anyway, minor interlude before mile 8. We'll be back at mile 8 unless something else interesting pops up. Okay, we're not at mile 8 yet. It's been 3 hours since our last broadcast, but there is a point of interest. We actually have a flat surface. Look, road. This was worth, yeah, we were up there. So this is worth pointing out, there is flat ground out here. Not sure how far it'll go, but we're going to enjoy it while it lasts. And it's not only flat ground, we can run side by side. So that's got to be worth something. Okay, no, for real. We'll see you at mile 8. Okay, mile 8, as promised. We made it. We're about 5 hours into the run at mile 8.
We had a mishap with some wildlife though.
Yeah.
Mountain lion. About took my leg off.
And I got attacked by a cougar. It was pretty awesome, just to be honest. We did get to run for flat ground for a little bit. And this is not horrible, but it's not what you would call a trail. So as you can see, somebody's ran through here before. Not very often. So that's one of the things we're running into. Is there's a lot of thorn vines across the trail. So
Mountain lion.
mountain lions. Okay, mountain lions across the trail.
I'm gonna lose my leg.
Which are ripping us apart. So we have to suture, and at that point, you know, you lose blood, you slow down. So we're finding lots of excuses for why we're going so slow.
I'm bleeding out here.
Yeah, she's barely able to keep up. And
Here's my leg.
the blood trail is probably going to attract land sharks.
Yeah.
You know how they swarm when they can sense weakness.
There's a pack of wolves following us right now.
Yeah, and honest to God, we hope we're not last. There were 2 girls that we passed who were on the 30K who haven't caught up with us, but we haven't caught up with the old lady either. I mean, old lady is not
I think we're lost.
I'm
pretty sure.
not a bad descriptor here. She was old and she was a lady, and let's be honest, she's kicking our ass.
She really is.
So,
Badass.
and she just didn't want to go alone, but she couldn't slow down enough to stay with us, so she went on alone.
Well, she knew eventually if she fell, we'd catch her.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
like 2 hours later.
And she might have a life alert or something, because honest to God, I should have brought one.
They couldn't have got here though.
And we're back to the slantage part of the tour, where it all goes sideways, so you really get a good ankle workout, but it's one side of your calves is going to be monstrous and the other side is going to be, you know, atrophied. So we'll be back at mile 9.
Yep.
Mile 9 again, unless we see something awesome. Yes, we're not even halfway done, and we've been doing this for at least 2 days.
2.5 hours. I mean
2.5 hours.
10.5 hours.
10.5. No. No, actually, it's only been 30 minutes. We're pretty good at what we do.
Yeah. We're super bad.
We haven't seen any wildlife. We've seen signs of wildlife.
The cougar that attacked me.
Other than the cougar that attacked her.
Or the mountain lion.
We've seen beaver stuff. So, yeah, you can snicker right now if you like that we've seen beavers out here. Okay, so if I remember right from the virtual tour I did of this race, we're getting close to the...
Thank you.
It was very helpful.
It showed none of this.
It did not show any of this. Thanks Google for your low resolution geographic data. Or thanks US government for preventing Google from having high resolution data. So I think we're close to the last turnaround of the middle aid station, which is just water. But we planned ahead and brought our own food, and obviously we got gels and everything. So she's still having problems. There's still thorn vines cut across the trail. The people in front of us were, you know, not cool enough to rip those out for us, which is, you know, I think,
Inconsiderate.
yeah, and they're trying to slow us down because they know that we would be ahead if it wasn't for the vines. Yeah. So, okay. Anyway, mile 9. See you later. Okay, as promised, mile 9. It's been slow. I'm not gonna lie. Even for me, it's been slow. And I'm a Clydesdale's Clydesdale, so you can imagine how bad that is. So, mile 9, nothing really to report other than we haven't seen a damn soul for hours, days.
We're gonna die.
Yeah, we're probably gonna die out here. We still have these orange markers to guide us. You can see, and there's blue paint dots on various trees, which we believe, and you can see there's a blue doohickey there in case you're going that way. So I think we're still on the trail. We still haven't found the old lady. We also haven't been passed by at least 2 girls we know were behind us, also doing the 30K. But maybe they died. I mean, honestly.
They could have fallen in there easily.
It could have, yeah, you could fall off the trail. There's a lot of places over there where it's literally bloom, about 30 feet down into the water. So, as you can see, it's not been a great run in terms of, yeah, it's upside down, I'm sure, but we can fix that in post. Yeah, it's kind of bloody. So if we survived mile 10, we'll see you there. Day 5 of our expedition, mile 10. We are short on provisions. We've lost our native guides. Wildlife has, well, they've taken affront to our being here. And we believe King Kong is out here somewhere looking for us. That's what happens when you mess around in his area. Anyway, this is not only mile 10, it's a little short of mile 10, but it has a nice POI that I thought is worthy of videotaping. We get to do this.
Hold up 5.
So, oh, hang on, I have to hold up 5. Somebody's taking a selfie.
The whole time.
Wow. So,
High 5.
there's 5. So, I'm holding up 5, she's adding 5. That makes mile 10. Last time we did a long run, we had trouble figuring out which one of our photos was for which mile, because we tried to take a photo every mile. Obviously we didn't always hit it exactly right, but we try, and that's all anybody can ask of us. So we just came from that way, which was not horrible, and we're going this way, which is not great. We're over halfway. Neither one of us are drastically injured except for
I'm gonna lose
her leg. We had to have it amputated, so she's walking around on a, what do you call those things? What do you call those things?
prosthetic limb.
No, the spring things.
Oh, I don't know what those are called.
Oh, anyway, yeah. When we were doing the Oklahoma City Memorial Run, there was somebody there with springs. The curvy ones, like in,
Yeah,
what's the name of that movie?
that movie.
I don't remember.
Yep.
It's the one about the guys in the coats and hats and the English spies and all that.
We've gone so long without nutrition.
Yeah. Anyway,
Sustenance that we're starting.
there was a guy there with those, kicked major ass. Oh, we found out that the old woman in front of us was 67. So my guess is 70, pretty close. Still haven't caught her. So,
No sign
well,
of her.
I guarantee she's also not stopping to do this kind of stuff.
Nope.
I had to stop because, well, I can't film walking down that talking. So,
And my shoe was untied.
and her shoe is untied. So anyway, we'll catch you at mile 11, assuming we don't get killed and eaten or die of exposure or run into moonshiners and just made to be quietly disappeared in the swamp. So, mile 11, we'll be there. We're not at mile, where are we at? Mile 11? No, we just did 10, we're looking for 11. Okay, we're not there yet. We just found a place to walk on a flat piece of ground, you know, for 30 feet. I mean, we consider that pretty good, the way it's going so far. she keeps getting more and more messed up. I better probably straighten that up so that you're not looking like you're tilted. Finally had somebody come up behind us, so we had to run a little faster because, well, I won't go into why, but if they beat us, we suck even worse than we do now. We stopped for a second because, well, we could without rolling down a hill. Oh, look at that giant rock.
JGCG
forever, or until the paint wears off. So we'll see you at mile 11. Mile 11. Now we're getting past all those people we wondered where they were. They're now in front of us, so that kind of sucks. Yes, we were overtaken by a large pack of cougars. We're pretty much boxed in. We got them in front of us and behind us, so we could go down at any time. Wink, wink. Still going okay. How you doing? Okay. So here's our view. We have rocks and cliffs. There's the people that passed us. So we had to stop, dig stuff out of our packs. I had peanut butter pretzels and ginger, candied ginger, because I kind of like candied ginger. And I mean, I like candied ginger. And while we were stopped digging stuff out, we got past. And we stopped to videotape stuff, which means people pass us even more. But as soon as we put this back in my pack, we'll try to catch up again. And we're in places that's just hard to pass people, you know, without being rude, like, get away. I'll have to bleep that out so it doesn't get demonetized. Probably using the word demonetized gets you demonetized on YouTube now. One of my man nipples is empty. I've got another man nipple that's full. That should get me through the rest of the race. I've got a half full bladder I filled up at aid station 3. Should get me a while. Holy well, that's where I leave stuff stuck on my butt. Okay, so I mean, that's, you can see it's really interesting terrain. There's the pack of cougars that are coming up behind us. Holy cripenes. There's vines everywhere that are just trying to kill me, really. I think they're all in collusion with her. So that she can legitimately go, I don't know, he tripped and fell and killed himself. It happens, which I'm sure it does. So that's mile 11. We will see you at mile 12. We gotta be close to mile 12 at this point.
11.82.
11.82. It's close enough, guys. Well, I wanted to show you this. Yeah. So, we've been doing some trail something. It's definitely not running. So, we're staying ahead of the people behind us, and staying behind, unfortunately, the people in front of us. So we're not really doing a whole lot of gaining or lossing.
You can say it. I'm putting this down.
Okay, she's slowing me down. Freaking boat anchor. It is. I would be done by now, honest to God. I would be finished sitting in the car waiting for her to show up. Of course, I'd be there like 3 hours. But, you know, it is what it is. You know the song by what's her name? That I forget, because, well, I have a horrible memory, being as old as I am. Where I'm going to leave with who I came with. Yeah. No, I'm going to leave who I came with. Something about going out with your girlfriends. It's either Megan Trainor. I think it's Megan Trainor. It might be Selena Gomez. Yes, I have that kind of taste in music.
Like a teenage girl.
Yeah, not even a teenage girl. I have the musical taste of a preteen girl. except I don't have any boys on my song list. Well, a couple. I have AC/DC in there. One or two other guys, old bands. So,
Lots of cramping.
mile 12. Somebody apparently has not been electrolyting properly.
Whatever.
Because she's cramping. Or, you know.
I've had 2 ego.
Maybe it's that time of the month.
Salt tablets.
So.
And some scratch.
So we're doing the cutback that adds the necessary mileage to kick us up to 30K. And we get to stop at the aid station at Mary's Cove. Second time. And we get to punch that guy in the face. Because he did not describe the road to hell in bad enough terms, or we might have just turned around and walked off. Yeah, he just said, it's bad. He didn't say, oh my God, dude, you're about to die. You should give me your will so I can file it for you. He didn't do that, so that was a failing on his part. So punch in the face.
First of all, he had it written in like small letters.
Yeah, it wasn't even obvious.
Big, bold, giant letters. Yeah.
So, yeah. So this is our trail that we are trying to run because, you know, it's a trail run. We're doing a trail crawl.
1 minute pace?
Yeah, 41 minutes, maybe 51. I think we're doing a mile an hour. It's like day 7. I mean, we've had to stop and camp 7-8 times. So anyway, mile 12's come and gone. We'll see you again mile 13. Right back up there, on our way back up.
We haven't found Bigfoot yet, though.
Yes, we haven't found Bigfoot.
You get a prize if you do, so we're on the hunt.
Yeah, there is a Sasquatch run here in Oklahoma that, you know, it's a Sasquatch run. So there's a good chance of seeing a, what do they call them? Skunk ape? So there's a good, better chance there. I mean, because we are in the daytime. Bigfoot likes to come out at night. He's kind of a party animal and hangs out at night. So, anyway. It is what it is. We'll see you at mile 13. Coming to you live from mile 13.1. We've done another half marathon. Although, our last half marathon trail was like 13.6 miles. It was a bit long. Again, it's not so much a trail as it is hiking up and down that, or going sideways across it, climbing up, literally climbing up boulders or giant tangles of trees. So, I mean, Bigfoot's been pushing crap over left and right out here. Unfortunately, we just found out we had a chance to win a prize if we spotted Bigfoot out on the 30K loop. Right, when literally you can't lift your feet from the ground because, well, you'll trip and fall.
Correct. I've seen the back of Dennis's shoes a million times today.
Yes, at least a million. Anyway, mile 13. My running wife, that's her, not my real wife, that's my running wife, different thing, is starting to feel it. We've only got 6 miles, give or take, to go. But, you know, at this point, there's no option. I mean, unless we ask somebody to airlift us out, we have to finish. So we'll keep going. Yeah, we could just set up camp. I mean, the winters will be tough. We'll have to actually find Bigfoot and kill him, take his pelt, or do the whole Star Wars thing, cut him open, crawl inside, which, let's be honest, that's kind of nasty. So, anyway, mile 13's come and gone. We're on to mile 14. We're hoping that we're going to find some place where we can run without tripping and dying. Because, well, it's not looking great. Everybody keeps telling us, no, the hard part's done.
They're lying.
But they seem to be lying so far. Or they're just trying to make us feel better, which I appreciate, but it's kind of like, again, reference to Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon. When I ran that last year, my watch was off. It was using GPS and it was just off. And I didn't know where I was. And I come around a corner and a guy says, you got this, it's only a mile more. It was like 2.5 miles more. That I don't appreciate, because it sets a certain expectation. So you dig deep, you push yourself, and then you have to keep going. So that was not fun. And that was also the race where she ran off and left me in reverse. So she retrograded, running that race, and I ended up having to finish by myself because, well, I turned around after I realized she was gone a couple of times and walked backwards for a while. Never did find her.
All lies.
Okay, where we got to go from here?
Down.
Anyway.
Down. More
Okay,
down.
more down. Then we have to go more up.
Down.
For every down, there is an up.
There's the flags.
Okay, so mile 13 coming on. We'll see you again in mile 14. Hi, and welcome to mile 14. Going okay. And I really should stop saying so much. But, you know, it's kind of what you do to fill a gap while you're trying to think of something else to say. Unless you're a professional speaker. So, we're both feeling the strain. Got some hamstring cramping issues. Trying to stretch it without, you know, cramping up, because then that could lead to bad things. We have caught the old lady. Passed her going out to aid station 4, but she is a power walking beast, and I attribute it to the poles. And she had good quality walking poles. I don't know the brand, I didn't pay attention. It might have been Black Diamond, but she's obviously used to power walking, because I haven't seen her run, and she's still way out in front of us. So when we were at aid station 4, we talked the guy into sabotaging the women coming behind us by getting them drunk. And it looks like it worked, because they haven't caught up, and they were right behind us. So we got that going for us. The two girls in front of us, we haven't caught up. So they left the aid station right before us. So and they must have just hauled ass out of there and kept going. Ouch! Yes, that was thorns. We're both bleeding from multiple locations. We're going downhill, as you can maybe see, and I'll show you. As you can see, it's not something that our skill set allows us to run down. I know, personally know somebody that could probably float down this like a butterfly. But she's a we're in our own way, which doesn't entail running down a 45-degree slope covered with loose rocks that are the size of baseballs to bowling balls. And again, we have that marathon in 4 weeks. I'd rather not try to run a marathon with a broken leg. Our time sucks.
4 hours and 43 minutes.
4 hours, 43 minutes.
We're 43 minutes over our projected finish time.
Yeah. Our planned pace would have put us at 4.5 hours.
Oh God.
And I believe on something, holy guacamole. Are we still on this trail?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And I believe we could have done it if we'd have actually been allowed to run. It's just so much of this trail is just not runnable. Like this. That's typical of where we're trying to go. Oh, there, over there.
Oh, look.
Yeah. Oh, this is dried up riverbed.
Right.
Mostly dried up.
That's where we're going.
Yeah, we're going up this hill.
Just kind of our way through.
So this is mile 14
Single track trail.
with, by my estimation, 5.5 to go. No, I don't need to push.
Down the hill?
Yes, I need to push down the hill. So mile 14, come and gone. Nothing extravagant to report. It's just Oklahoma, densely covered woodland and rockland, if that's a thing. And we'll see you again in mile 15, assuming we make it. Okay, this is a inner miles interlude. Jumped over that, but I just wanted to demonstrate that occasionally on this race we do get to run. because there's an actual trail and it's not filled with rocks. I mean, there are rocks, don't get me wrong. See? But, there are stretches occasionally where we can run. Try to make up a little bit of time. A little bit. Okay, so we can try not to fall behind so much. I have a peanut gallery back there somewhere.
Let's see, we're going on 5 hours and we've done not quite 15 miles.
So, our planned run walk, yes, I'm a run walker, for our first marathon in a month, puts us finishing our marathon at like 4:52, assuming we don't stop. So we've already run for a further time than that. So physically, we know we can keep moving forward for 5 hours and change. And that's kind of an important thing to know for your first marathon, is the fact that you can actually do the time. If you can't do the time, don't join the race. And that's what this was for, to make sure that we could do the time. Because 20 miles on a trail, in my opinion, easily 26.2 on a road. Especially Little Rock, where there are no real hills. Elevation change pretty minor, except for mile 12 or 13 for this year's route. So, anyway, I just wanted to demonstrate that there is runnable sections on the Greenleaf 30K. And we'll see you at mile, where are we? Mile 15?
15.
Okay, we'll see you at mile 15. Oh, there you go, we're just gonna keep going.
15.
Mile 15. We have
We ran a mile.
4.6 to go. Oh, we actually get to run a mile. Mile straight. That's pretty important achievement. Well, the first close to 3 miles was runnable. But then after that, we started getting not so much runnable. So anyway, I feel okay. We're both having cramping issues. I feel better than her. That is what it is. But we'll do good. We'll finish this and worry about our marathon and go on from there. Total goal this year, do a 50K.
Probably 4.5 more miles to go.
Probably Dead Horse Ultra is what we're looking at, because it just looks like a good race. It's got really good reviews. The terrain's awesome looking. So that's what we're going to look at in November. I think 17th or 18th. We'll see you at mile 16.
For posterity's sake, I'm taking a little video here. We have gone 15.7 miles in 5 hours and 17 minutes. We're about to fall off a cliff and die. Here is that cliff. And we've come up and down hills like this. And trail that I would not call trail. By single track, they mean like one person has gone through here.
In the 1800s.
In the 1800s, yeah. This isn't trail, this is hike. And my legs hurt a lot. And they're pretty weak and shaky right now. So we're just taking it easy. We only have a little less than 4 miles to go. But probably gonna take us another hour to do 4 miles. Given our pace is 21:35. Huh? No, it's at 15.72 miles. Yes, close to 16. Ooh, that's pretty. Ooh, look at that. Green and mossy rock. Yeah, we've climbed up and we're run along this. And here's our trail. Yeah. So we haven't been able to do much running. Not much running at all. A lot of walking. This is our trail. Yeah, this is our trail. See where the flags are? Yeah, that's the trail. So for those of you watching, yes, but
It's fun.
oh yeah, hiking through the woods, 30K. Oh, right here. Oh God, we gotta go.
Oh my God.
Oh. Oh God. Okay, here we go. All right, if we survive this, well, it's been real, it's been fun. We'll check in later.
Welcome to mile 16. We have roughly 3.5 miles to go, depending on whose distance you believe. So we actually, look at that, we just hit a section we can run. Not fast, because well, we're kind of worn out. This has been a super hard run for us.
We just came up a hill.
Yeah, and we just came up a big hill. After going down a hill and up a hill and down a hill and up a hill. Yeah. And we're back to rocks everywhere. The kind you land on, roll under your foot, and they make you fall. Luckily, I've only fallen once. She's not fallen once at all. Came close, but not fallen. She broke her toe, we think. Not really. So, mile 16 done. We've still got 3 more plus change. The last 2 or 3 is not horrible. It's runnable if we have the energy to run it. More rocks. So not much going on at this point. Other than we'll keep persevering and get to the end of this and get a PR for a 30K. It's horrible PR. I know people that do 50 miles in less time. Well, I don't know people that do 50 miles in less time. I know people that can. Or I know of people that can. But I'd like to see what the finisher times for the 30K here are. Because the back half, ridiculously technical. And it's listed as moderately technical. And moderately technical.
We do this.
This is moderate to us. This is moderate. Where you could run if you wanted, or if you wasn't trying to film something. So we'll see you mile 17, pending as usual, death, wildcat attack, cougar attack.
You're pushing me down the hill.
Her pushing me down the hill, killing me, or alien invasion. You know, whatever. So see you at 17. We're not at quite 17 miles. We're 16.7, but we're on the ricketiest bridge you've seen since Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. So it bounces a lot. Here's a view. We've got 2.5-ish to go. A little over 2.5, I think. My running wife still with me, so didn't lose her because that would have let me pick up a substitute, which, you know.
They're from behind us.
Yeah, we still got the cougar team behind us. We've managed to stay ahead of them. We still haven't caught the 2 in front of us. We came close, and I don't know, they just took off. And the old lady
Kicked her ass.
who refused to let us get a picture with her. We were going to get a picture because it would have been cool, because she's just kicking her ass. She's a power walking beast. Or she knows what shortcuts to take. So, anyway, we'll see you at mile 18 and then mile 19, which should be the finish line. Mile 17. I know we just did mile 16.7, but mile 17. We're taking a different route back. on this short little leg. About 2.5 miles left. Starting to cramp up pretty badly, especially the inner thigh. All these weird angles that we're having to walk, all these 45-degree slant hillsides that we're walking on. It's just stressing muscles that, to be honest, we've not stressed yet. Because, well, how often do you walk or run or try to run on a 45-degree slope sideways? Up, yeah, we go up 45s at our local trail place. Just do laps up and down a hill that's ridiculously sloped and 10 stories high, but not sideways. I just wanted to call out that this is my first long run in my Solomon vest. Really like the vest. I like these man nipples, which are the ultimate direction soft flasks with the extended valves. I like them a lot. I don't have to pull them out. That's the downside to this vest with the floppy bottles. Hard as hell to put them back in and out if you have the vest on. Or at least it is for me. Because I'm a big guy. The vest barely fits. If you have a chest that's more than, or that it hits 45 inches around, you're pushing it. I know it says up to 48. I don't think so. It fits like a second skin, which I know is why it's called that. No bouncing. I have a Jerk fastest no time FKT, which I like a lot. And if I was going to do an unsupported run for a long distance, I would take the Jerk because it has, to me, more cargo capacity and better organization. This just has the one big ass pouch in the back. The Jerk has 2 pouches, so it's just a little easier to organize. As you can see, it's up here, which is why we're not running. We're going to save it for the downhill final couple of miles. After we get at the top of this, should be about 2 miles left. About half of it's going to be on a road, paved road, and the other half is going to be on a pretty flat trail. It's not super technical. But all in all, both had a blast. This is our longest run ever, in both distance and time. The time's ridiculous. It's just because we haven't been able to run. Lack of skill, just ridiculous terrain. But it's been a really fun run. Had a good time. Mile 18 and 19 coming up. I'll see you guys then.
17 miles, 5 hours and 47 minutes. Feels like forever. Yeah, we're still going uphill. Campsite's way over there on the other side of the lake, and it's lake level. Yeah. So legs hurt a lot. Just want to run this over, get it over. Run this, get it over with. Kind of hard to run 2 miles when your legs hurt and you're going uphill. Hopefully we'll go downhill pretty soon, and we'll be done with this soon. But it's been fun. It's been real learning experience, how to push through, and endurance run, hike. So, all right. Peace out. We'll see you at the next stop.
We're just shy of 18 miles. We're back on a section of road where we get to run. As you can see, we're not running fast. I think we just had a section of road back there, maybe 3/4 of a mile.
You call it road?
Yeah. It was a series of sections of pavement with giant cracks between it, so we had to hop from section to section, where we finally were able to hit 10.5 minute pace. First time.
11 minutes. 11 minute pace. Woohoo!
And now we're at 11, which for us is not bad.
18 miles.
It's not great.
Furthest we've ever run.
11 minute pace after 18 miles. It's not bad. pace, I think our half marathon pace was right at 11 minutes, 10:56, something like that, our last half. So, still, all in all, a good run, a lot of fun. How often do you get a chance to just totally bitch about the trail? Nobody died yet. We still got about a mile and a half to go. And we're about to run out of paved road, be back on trail. So
who knows what I'll do if we hit another hill.
we're still ahead of the Cougar squad. So if nothing else, that's something to be proud of. Or we're taking it. Because there's not much to be proud about this race. Other than the fact it's the longest we've run, time and distance. And I think mentally we're fine. We're both doing really good. Physically, we're okay. We're just running into the fact that we're stressing muscles that we haven't stressed before. So we're running into cramps. Yes, we've been taking an ass ton of water, hydrating, electrolyting, everything that you would normally do. So it's just simple stress. Overuse. So that's mile 18.
6 hours.
We'll see you at mile 19.
So we're running downhill after coming all the way uphill to mile 17. There's Dennis. Yeah, pretty tired after going uphill. Could have used some downhill like this. More on the race.
Mile 19 for real. Almost done. We lost a couple of footages because I don't know why it wasn't recording. My first time with a, well, not my first time, but my first time running with a GoPro and trying to film it. So hopefully the rest of it came through. We're almost there. We will run this in, call it a day. Which way? This way? We don't know if we're going the right way. We're just running down a road. The fact that we can run after 19 miles,
Right.
which is the longest we've run. Thanks, sir. It's doing pretty damn good. The fact that we can run after moving forward for 6 hours, really good.
6.5 almost.
Shut up. 6 hours. 6 hours and a little bit.
24 minutes.
6 hours and a tiny bit.
24 minutes.
Somebody's remember to bleep that out. So we don't want demonetization. Finish line. It's literally within sight. There it is. Ta-da! And we're not last.
No.
We're not even last of the 20K.
We're winners.
So we beat 20Ks. And we beat some 30Ks. So honestly, not being last is good. Our goal in this was to break 4.5. And we would have if we'd have been able to run. I think I've said that before. Because it's a sore point.
Dang it.
What?
Ladies that passed.
I know. Are the two ladies that passed us and that we never caught. But the 4 ladies behind us that we never. Hey, that says 5:57. I'm going with that one. Thank you, sir.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Did you have a watch or something running the full time?
Yeah.
What'd you end up with?
Oh, distance-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's messed up.
19.52.
19.52?
GPS, yeah. Okay. Oh.
According to GPS, it's a long too, and it's this long.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, you feeling it?
Yeah. Yeah. And a little extra.
Well, more value for your money.
Great job, lady.
As we expected, the race was long. As measured, the race was long. So everybody had a little extra, got a little more value for their entry fee. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. That's us. Our spouses, I guess, for putting up with us, putting up with the amount of time we've spent training.
And 6.5 hours on a Saturday.
And yeah, 6.5 hours on a Saturday.
My mama. I'm watching my babies.
Which we still have to take an hour to get home.
And not die on
There
the
they
road.
are. Those are the cougars that were chasing us the whole way. I'm happy to say we beat them. They did not take us. So, we finished kind of late. No help for that. But again, we finished. And really, that's all I asked for. So, we'll see you at the next race. Not sure what it is. Oh yeah, dude, it's Little Rock. So, we're doing the double at Little Rock. 5K in the marathon. Mostly for the big ass medal. Because as a scenic destination, Little Rock doesn't have much going for it. No offense to Little Rock, but it's a small town. And so, okay. We will see you at the next one.